Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Things to check before you go for a ride. First thing you want to check, make sure your bike has oil. So you want to be on a level surface, bring the bike up to ride height, and you'll see right there the level that the oil should be at. That's good. You want to make sure there's no fluids underneath the motorcycle. Next thing is, make sure your plate is attached. Helmet, leather jacket or jean jacket, gloves, and then we want to make sure that our exhaust is still attached. And that's a little shaky. So we got some bolts to tighten up down here where the coupling is. We're going to do that right now. Now to check tire pressure. This will let you know if you have a leak and or if you're running soft. And in this case, I run my tires at 35 psi front and back, and they will heat up and the pressure will increase as you ride. Both tires are good. Resecure your valve cap, and away you go. Now into the rear, same deal. Next thing you want, make sure you have the right amount of brake fluid and that it's not yellow. This is brand new, it's good and go. The same with the front, she looks great. You also want to make sure your brake levers are firm. Next thing you want is to test the lights. So everything on the dash. Let's look at the rear. And lights are looking good. Nice. Then you want to check to make sure that you have your brake light. Hopefully you can see that. And we'll do the same for the front. Put the high beam on. That looks good. We'll take the high beam off, make sure that's working properly. Normal running lights, so everything is working. Very nice. Still gotta change that. You also want both your mirrors adjusted, and so you can see everything behind you. Want to make sure your fuel is good. I just filled it this morning, so I know that that is actually accurate. Now, one of the things you want to look at is your tires. See the wear marks. See if they're good, if they're wearing evenly, if you have any vibrations when you're running around on the bike, and that's all. If there's any shiny metal inside here, you know that's a tire plug that you do not want to be there. We'll do the same thing for the front, and in most cases you're going to want to, if you can, you're going to want to roll the bike back and forth and take a look. See if there is any extra metal. If you don't, that's all right too. Just take a look around it. It is difficult. You just check out the tire, move it, then check out the tire again. Being as the tires are what connects you to the road, keeps you safe on the road, depending on the weather too, it's very important to check out your tires regularly because you never know what may be stuck to them. You never know how they're wearing. Speaking of which, nice chicken strips. It means I don't corner as well as professional racer would. That all being said, check your tires often. So you really want to make sure that there's no chunks of the rubber missing. That way they are going to wear uniformly and you're not going to have a blowout. Checking your running gear is very important too. In previous videos, you've seen me check the shifter and it had a lot of play. I ran it like that, had it in second gear, it dropped out on me in neutral while I was under power, had my girlfriend on the back, and we nearly lost control. Slow speed, not good. The next thing, check your chain. Make sure it's within the limits. You'll see all that information on the side of the swing arm. We have 40 millimeters to 1 5/8, depending if you're imperial or metric or imperial, sorry. And just get out your tape measure, move the chain up and down, and you will see the low side to the high side of what the tolerance is, and you want to stay within that 40 to 1 5/8 up and down for that. And it gets a little difficult one-handed, but we'll get it done. And that's why I just kind of dropped the tape measure there so you can actually test it and see me checking it. And this chain is within tolerance, so we're good to go. Another little aspect ratio is to say here for how long your chain has life left. So I'm in the green still. Got a long ways to go. Next thing you want to check, and you can do this in minutes, your rear shock, no fluid. If it's all the same, looks good, then you're good to go. Same with the front. You have to come into the front of it here. Excuse the camera, that's right up here. That side looks good. That side looks a little wet. We know we have issues there. So this side is dry, that side is wet, and you can see the dirt is on here. So we know this is not good. Then you have your radiator right there. Looks pretty decent. I wouldn't really worry about it too much as long as it's not leaking. Now, you see up here, there's a rad cap. We need to take a look at that. So on this version of the bike, it's easy to get to. You just kind of pull it back, you pop it off, you pull it up right about here, and then you can take a look. There's fluid right there. Nice. So we're awesome. Other simple things are, is there any movement in your wheel for bearings and such? If it's all solid, you're good. Same with the front. It's gonna move back and forth, but you don't want any play in this particular area. So sometimes putting your foot here and then turning the handlebars, so like this, just to see if there's any play. There's none, it's all nice and tight. You're good. That's about it for my checklist. We're about to take a little ride on a motorcycle, which usually ends up being like an hour and a half. Asked my girlfriend. She was like, oh, let's go for a 15-minute run. An hour and a half later. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have any questions? If I missed anything, let me know down below, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.